Why so late, Prabhu? It's time to-
Because there's Madhava kids, Prabhu.
Prabhu,
You must ask Gaura.
Madhava
Gaura
kids.
is who, Prabhu?
There was Madhava kids.
No, like Gaura Shakti Prabhu has his own Zoom, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, but he's doing kirtan, so he couldn't give it.
Oh.
He's in
Because now
Vaikuntha.
I was about to read, but then Ish.
Yes, Prabhu, he's in Goloka, so he couldn't do it.
Yes, Prabhu. He's already good.
Kind of
Yes,
cleaning
Prabhu.
now.
Oh, Haribol, can you chant? I think you know this by memory, Labang Prabhu.
Who, me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, I thought you were talking to.
Yes, Prabhu, you
Okay.
can be cleaning auspicious by chanting these Mangalacharan prayers.
But then don't remove them, Prabhu. I sometimes read them, eh?
Yes, Prabhu, okay.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjala Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadanti Sva Parantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapara Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raguna Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalitam Shri Vitam Kampitam Cha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namastute Chap Chap Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishware Vrisabhanu Sutudevi Pranamari Hare Priye Pancha Kalpa Tarupyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhavevacha Haritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatyarishatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasari Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Haribol.
Haribol.
So today we continue. What is the chapter? We continue reading.
Devang Prabhu, do you know a new movie of Ramayana is coming?
Oh, which one? Yeah, I think this is chapter 4, text number 5. Canto 1. Who wants to start?
Can I start, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Currently, what is happening means have we reached Vyasdev? His past tense.
Yeah, this is the chapter, Prabhu.
Oh, okay, nice.
Panutam Risim Atmajam Api Anagnam Devbo Riya Paridadhur Nasutasya Chitram Tatviksya Prachati Muno Jagadus Tavasti Stri Pum Vida Natu Sutasya Vivita Dristabha by seeing Anuyantam following receive the sage Atmajam his swan Api in spite of Anagnam not naked Devyaya beautiful themselves Priya out of shyness Varidadhu covered by the body Na not Sutasya of the swan Chitram astonishing Tadviksya by seeing that Prachati asking Munau unto the Muni Vyasa. Jagadu replied, Tava, your asti, there are Stripum, male and female. Vira, difference. Na, not two, but Sutasya of the sun. Vivikta, purified. Driste, of one who looks. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Yeah,
While Srila Vyasdev was following his son, beautiful young damsels who were bathing naked covered their bodies with cloth. Although Sri Vyasdev himself was not naked, but they did not do so when his son passed. The sage inquired about this, and the young ladies replied that his son was purified, and when looking at them, made no uh, son between male and female. But the sage made such distinctions. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that a learned sage looks equally on the learned and gentle Brahmana, a Chandala, dog eater, a dog or cow due to his spiritual vision. Srila Sukadeva Goswami attained that stage. Thus, he did not see a male or female, but he saw all living entities in different dress. The ladies who were bathing could understand the mind of a man simply by studying his demeanor. Just as by looking at a child, one can understand how innocent he is. Sukadev Goswami was a young boy, 16 years old, and therefore all the parts of his body were developed. He was naked also, and so were the ladies. But because Sukadeva Goswami was transcendental to sex relations, he appeared very innocent. The ladies, by their special qualifications, would change this at once, and therefore they were not very concerned about him. But when his father passed, the ladies quickly dressed. The ladies were exactly like his children or grandchildren, yet they reacted to the presence of Vyasdeva according to the social custom, because Srila Vyasdeva played the part of a householder. A householder has to distinguish between a male and female. Otherwise, he cannot be a householder. One should therefore attempt to know the distinction between spirit, soul, without any attachment for male and female. Yes, bro. As long as such distinction is there, one should not try to become a sannyasi like Sukadeva Goswami. At least theoretically, one must be convinced that a living entity is neither a male nor female. The outward dress is made of matter by material nature to attract the opposite sex and thus keep one entangled in the material existence. A liberated soul is above these perverted distinctions. He does not distinguish between one living being and another. For him, they are all one and the same spirit. The perfection of the spiritual vision is the liberated state. And Srila Sukadeva Goswami attained that state. Srila Vyasdeva was also in that transcendental state, but because he was in the householder's life, he did not pretend to be a liberated soul as a matter of custom. Hmm. Katham al Yeah, bro, it's a very nice verse. Katham alaksita paurai samar samprapta kuru jangalan unmatta munko jadavat vicharan gaja sahabhai. Katham, how alaksitaha recognized paurai by the citizens samprapta reaching Kuru Jangalan, the Kuru Jangala provinces, Unmatta mat, Muka dumb, Jadavat stunned, Bicharan wandering, Gaja Sahabhai Hastinapur. Translation. How was he, Srila Sukadeva, the son of Vyasa, recognized by the citizens when he entered the city of Hastinapur, now Delhi, after wandering in the provinces of Kuru and Jangala, are appearing like a madman, dumb and retarded. Purport. The present city of Delhi was formerly known as Hastinapur because it was first established by King Hasti. Goswami Sukadeva, after leaving his paternal home, was roaming like a madman, and therefore it was very difficult for the citizens to recognize him in his exalted position. A sage is not therefore recognized by sight but by hearing. One should approach a sadhu or great sage not to see but to hear him. If one is not prepared to hear the words of a sadhu, there is no profit. Sukadeva Goswami was a sadhu who could speak on the transcendental activities of the Lord. He did not satisfy the whims of ordinary citizens. He was recognized when he spoke on the subject of Bhagavatam, and he never attempted jugglery like a magician, like Sadhguru is doing. outwardly, outwardly he ap- outwardly he appeared to be a retarded, dumb madman, but in fact he was the most elevated, transcendental personality.
Sadhguru
Text
and many
7.
people like
Yeah,
they
bro. Yeah,
juggle the words.
many. Yeah. कथं वा पाण्डवेयस्य रजर्षिर्मुनिना सह सम्बधा सम्भुत्तता जत्रैषा जत् जत् जत्रैषा सद्भति श्रुतिः कथं how it is va also Pandaveyasya of the descendant of Pandu Pariksit Rajarsi of the king who was a sage uh, Munina with the Muni, Saha with Sambadha discussion, Sambhut took place, Tata orderly, Yatra whereupon Esa like this, Sadvati transcendental Sutihi essence of the Vedas. Translation. How did it so happen that King Pariksit made this great sage, making it possible for this great transcendental essence of the Vedas, Bhagavatam, to be sung to him? Purport. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is stated here as the essence of the Vedas. It is not an imaginary story as it is sometimes considered by unauthorized man. It is also called Sukha Samhita, or the Vedic hymn spoken by Srila Sukadeva Goswami, the great liberated sage. So it's called as Sukha Samhita. I never know, Prabhu. I just learned this. Yeah, Prabhu. Sukha Samhita. Which is another name, Prabhu, right?
Sukha. Oh, Sukha
Sukha.
Samhita.
Sukha Samhita. Text 8. Sago dohana matram ki grihesu griha medinam aviksate mahabhagas itti karvam tat astramam saha he Sukadeva Goswami go dohana matram only for the time of milking the cow. He suddenly grihesu in the house griha medina of the householders. Abiksate waits Mahabhaga, the most fortunate, Tirthi pilgrimage, Urban, transferring, Tat Ashramam, the residence. Translation. He, Sukadeva Goswami, was accustomed to stay at the door of a householder only long enough for a cow to be milked, and he did this just to sanctify the residence. And he did this just to sanctify the residence. So sanctify means Prabhu what? Like purification or what?
Yes, Prabhu. So he stayed only that time when the cow was milked with the householders. He didn't associate with them longer.
Yeah. Purport. Sukadeva Goswami met Emperor Pariksit and explained the text of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. He was not accustomed to stay at any householder's residence for more than half an hour at the time of milking the cow, and he would just take alms from the fortunate householder. That was to sanctify the residence by his auspicious presence. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami is an ideal preacher established in the transcendental position. From his activities, those who are in the renounced order of life and dedicated to the mission of preaching the message of Godhead should learn that they have no business with householders, save and except to enlighten them in transcendental knowledge. Such asking for alms from the householder should be for the purpose of sanctifying his home. One who is in the renounced order of life should not be allured by the glamour of the householders, worldly possessions, and thus become subservient to worldly men. For one who is in the renounced order of life, this is much more dangerous than drinking poison and committing suicide. Yes, bro. Abhimanyu Sutam Suta Prahur Tattam Tasya Janma Charyam Karmani Cha Grinihina Abhimanyu Sutam, the son of Abhimanyu, Suta, O Suta, Prahu is said to be Bhagavata Uttamam, the first class devotee of the Lord. Tasya, his Janma, birth, Mahascharyam, very wonderful. Karmani, activities, Cha and Grinihi, please speak to, Na, us. Translation, it is said that Maharaja Pariksit is a great first class devotee of the Lord and that his birth and activities are all wonderful. Please tell us about him. Purport. The birth of Maharaja Pariksit is wonderful because in the womb of his mother, he was protected by the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. His activities are also wonderful because he chastised Kali, who was attempting to kill a cow. To kill cows means to end human civilization. He wanted to protect the cow from being killed by the great representative of sin. His death is also wonderful because he got previous notice of his death, which is wonderful for any mortal being. And thus he prepared himself for passing away, sitting down on the bank of the Ganges and hearing the transcendental activities of the Lord. During all the days, he heard Bhagavatam. He did not take food or drink, nor did he sleep a moment. So everything about him is wonderful, and his activities are worth hearing attentively. Desire is expressed herein to hear about him in detail. So now the Pariksit Maharaj story will start. Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, Prabhu, this Bhagavatam, means the recitation of Bhagavatam, where did it take place?
Very
It's
what?
near Ganga, Prabhu. Near
Naimisharanya.
Near Ganga means
yeah.
uh, in any specific location.
Yeah.
Which time,
It's
Prabhu?
like I don't know, bro. I probably don't know.
Time you mean, Prabhu?
Means Prabhu means at exactly which location it took place,
Do
like
you mean
maybe somewhere
but
in
which time you
Bharatvarsha, like
do you mean when Sukadev Goswami resided in or Sutta Goswami?
uh,
Because first Sukadev Goswami resided to Maharaj Parikshit at Ganga, and then Sutta Goswami
yes, Prabhu.
resided to
Yes,
the
yes.
sages in the Naimisharanya forest. I know this.
Goswami, as far as I know, Sutta Goswami recited in the forest, but where is Sutta? That's my question, Prabhu.
Oh, that was somewhere on the bank of Ganga. I don't remember the exact place. Maybe it's mentioned.
Okay, Prabhu.
सा सम्राट कस्य वा हेतो पाण्डुना मना वर्धनः प्राय प्रायोपाभिस्तो गंगायाम् अनद्रित्याभिरत् श्रियम् सा ही सम्राट द एम्परर कस्य or what or hetoho reason Pandu nam of the sons of Pandu Mahabhardanaha one of whom is the family Prayo Upavishtaha sitting and fasting Gangayam on the bank of Gangas Anadritya neglecting Adhira acquired kingdom Sriyam opulences. Translation He was a great emperor and possessed all the opulences of his acquired kingdom. He was so exalted that he was increasing the prestige of the Pandu dynasty. Who did he give up everything to sit down on the bank of the Gangas and fast until they purport? Maharaj Pariksit was the emperor of the world and all the seas and oceans, and he did not uh, have to take the trouble to acquire such a kingdom by his own effort. Just think, Swami Prabhu, that time they even control seas and ocean. Now this corrupt politician can't even think. Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. They're trying like this. The US is trying to control the seas,
Hmm.
but they're fighting with other kingdoms.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
even in the seas, bro, there are borders, like borders. Like
Yes,
you
Prabhu.
cannot cross it like that. Many things are there.
but but Pariksit Maharaj calmly controlled all, not any fighting.
Yes, Prabhu.
At the time of Parikshit
It's
Maharaj,
so amazing,
as far
Prabhu.
as I know, Bharat, he was the emperor of the whole planet, as far as I know.
Yes, Prabhu. Here it says of the world.
Yeah, Neil
Yes,
Prabhu,
yes,
I
yes.
watched a video where Prabhupada is saying that Mahabharat means it's the whole world. It's like greater India. It's like whole world.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu. Now that Bharatvarsha has reduced to India only.
So
Yes,
this
Prabhu.
means Sami Prabhu is also India. Yeah.
Hmm.
It,
Actually, yes, the whole world was Bharatvarsha. Srila Prabhupada said in lecture.
yes, Prabhu. This is the one of the pieces of the Jambudvip. It's like
Yeah,
one of
Prabhu.
the pieces of Jambudvip. Yeah, we can say
And
Prabhu.
and and technically, because everything was one, there should not be anything like FIFA World Cup or anything like. There should not be multiple nations. Everything was one.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu scroll up little bit. I miss. Yeah. He inherited it from his grandfathers, Maharaj Yudhishthira and brothers. Besides that, he was doing well in the administration and was worthy of the good names of his forefathers. Consequently, there was nothing undesirable in his opulence and administration. Then why should he give up all these favorable circumstances and sit down on don't scroll down, the bank of Gangas, fasting till date? This is astonishing, and therefore all were eager to know the cause. Yes, Prabhu. नामांति यत् पदानिकेतम् आत्मनः शिवाय हनीय हानीय धनानि सत्राभा कथं सा वीरः श्रियम् अङ्गा दुष्ट्या जनम् जम् योभासतो तिस्त्रष्टम् अहो साहसु हि. It's very long, I can't read these things. Namanti, bow down. Yat pada, whose feet, Niketam, under. Atma, Atmanaha, own, Shivaya, welfare. Haniya, used to bring about. Dhanani, wealth. Satrabha, enemies. Katham, for what reason? Sa, Viraha, the chivalrous. Sriyam, opulences. Anga, Dusta Yajam, insuperable. Jova, just in folio. Aisata, desire. Ustrastam, to give up. Aho, exclamation. Saha, with. Asuvi, like, translation. He was such a great emperor that all his enemies would come and bow down at his feet and surrender all their wealth for their own benefit. He was full of youth and strength, and he possessed insuperable kingly opulences. Why did he want to give up everything, including his life? Purport. There was nothing undesirable in his life. He was quite a young man and could enjoy life with power and opulences. So there was no question of retiring from active life. There was no difficulty in collecting the state taxes because he was so powerful and chivalrous that even his enemies would come to him and bow down at his feet and surrender all wealth for their own benefit. Maharaj Pariksit was a pious king. He conquered his enemies and therefore the kingdom was full of prosperity. There was enough milk, grains, and metals, and all the rivers and mountains were full of potency. So materially everything was satisfactory. Therefore there was no question of untimely giving up his kingdom and life. They were eager to hear about all this. Can I read or someone else read? No? Oh.
You can read, Prabhu, if no one else. Oh, Hare Krishna, Srikant Prabhu, Dandarpanam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Srikant Prabhu, Damodar Pranam Prabhu, Jai Sri
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
If someone else wants to read also, they can say.
Yeah,
Can I
Prabhu,
read,
because
Prabhu?
I am reading so long. Yes, Prabhu, yes, Prabhu, please.
Which verse, Prabhu? This one is okay. Chapter
Yes, Prabhu,
1.
this one. Yes, Prabhu, this
Okay,
one
Yes,
only.
Prabhu. Canto 1, chapter 1, text 12.
I think
Canto 4, no, text, chapter 4, Prabhu. Text number 12.
oh, chapter 4. Oh, chapter 3 is over, Prabhu. Oh, I didn't know.
Yes,
Oh,
Prabhu.
we are going very fast.
Yes, Prabhu. Shivaya lokasya bhavaya bhutaye ya uttama shloka parayana. Shivaya lokasya bhavaya bhutaye ya uttama shloka parayana janaha जीवन्ति नात्मार्थम् असौ पाराश्रयम् मुमोच निर्विद्य कुतः कलेवरम्. Shivaya, welfare. Lokasya, of all living beings. Bhavaya, for flourishing. Bhutaye, for economic development. Ye, one who is. Uttama Shloka, Parayanaha, devoted to the cause of the personality of Godhead. Janaha, men. Jivanti, do live. Na, does not. Na, but not. Atma Artham, selfish interest. Asau, that. Parashrayam, shelter for others. Umocha, give up. Nirvidya, being freed from all attachment. Kutaha, for what reason? Kalevaram, mortal body. Translation and purport by Sivan J. Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Those who are devoted to the cause of the Supreme Personality of Godhead live only for the welfare, development, and happiness of others. They do not live for any selfish interest. So even though the Emperor Parikshit was free from all attachment to worldly possessions, how could he give up his mortal body which was shelter for others? Purport. Parikshit Maharaj was an ideal king and householder because he was a devotee of the personality of Godhead. A devotee of the Lord has automatically all good qualifications, and the emperor was a typical example of this. Personally, he had no attachment for all the worldly opulences in his possession. But since he was king for all the all-round welfare of the citizens, he was always busy in the welfare work for the public, not only for this life, but also for the next. He would not allow slaughterhouses or killing of cows. He was not a foolish and partial administrator who would arrange for the protection of one living being and allow another to be killed. Because he was a devotee of the Lord, he knew perfectly well how to conduct his administration for everyone's happiness, men, animals, plants, and all living creatures. He was not selfishly interested. Selfishness is either self-centered or self-extended. He was neither. His interest was to please the Supreme Truth Personality of Godhead. The king is the representative of the Supreme Lord, and therefore the king's interest must be identical with that of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord wants all living beings to be obedient to him and thereby become happy. Therefore, the king's interest is to guide all subjects back to the kingdom of God. Hence, the activities of the citizens should be so coordinated that they can at the end go back home back to Godhead. Under the administration of a representative king, the kingdom is full of opulence. At that time, human beings need not eat animals. There is ample food, grains, milk, fruit, and vegetables, so that the human beings as well as the animals can eat sumptuously and to their heart's content. If all living beings are satisfied with food and shelter and obey the prescribed rules, there cannot be any disturbance between one living being and another. Emperor Parikshit was a worthy king, and therefore all were happy during his reign. तत्सर्वं नः समाशक्ष्व पृस्तो यत् इह किञ्चन मन्ये त्वां विषये वाचं स्नातम् अन्यत्र चान्दशात् that sarvam all naha unto us samakshakshva clearly explained prishtaha questioned yat iha herein kinchana all that manye we think form yourself vishaye in all subjects vacham meanings of words snatam fully acquainted anyatra except chandasat portion of the Vedas. Translation: we know that you are expert in the meaning of all subjects except some portions of the Vedas, and thus you can clearly explain the answers to all the questions we have just put to you. The difference between the Vedas and the Puranas is like that between the Brahmanas and the Parivrajakas. Rajakas. The Brahmanas are meant to administer some fruitive sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas, but the Parivrajacharyas or learned preachers are meant to disseminate transcendental knowledge to one and all. As such, Parivichakacharyas are not always expert in pronouncing the Vedic mantras, which are practiced systematically by accent and meter by the Brahmanas, who are meant for administering Vedic rites. Yet, it should not be considered that the Brahmanas are more important than the itinerant preachers. They are one and different simultaneously because they are meant for the same end in different ways. There is no difference also between the Vedic mantras and what is explained in Puranas and Itihasa. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, it is mentioned in the Madhyandina Shruti that all the Vedas, namely the Sama, Atharva, Rig, Yajus, Puranas, Itihasas, Upanishads, etc., are emanations from the breathing of the Supreme Being. The only difference is that Vedic mantras are mostly begun with Pranava Omkara, and it requires some training to practice the metric pronunciation of the Vedic mantras. But that does not mean that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam was of less importance than the Vedic mantras. On the other hand, it is a ripened fruit of all the Vedas as stated before. Besides that, the most perfectly liberated soul, Srila Sukadeva Goswami, is absorbed in the studies of the Bhagavatam, although he is already self-realized. Srila Sutta Goswami is following his footsteps, and therefore his position is not the least less important, because he was not expert in chanting Vedic mantras with metric pronunciation, which depends more on practice than actual realization. Realization is more important than parrot-like chanting. Can I read one more verse, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Suta uvacha dvapare samanuprapte tritiye yugaparyaye jatah parasharadyogi vashavyam kalaya harehe. Suta Goswami uvacha said, Dwapare in the second millennium, Samanuprapte on the advent of Tritiye, third Yuga millennium, Pariyaye in the place of Jatah was begotten, Parasharat by Parashara, Yogi the great sage, Vashavyam in the womb of the daughter of Vasu, Kalaya in the plenary portion, Harehe of the personality of Godhead. Translation: Suta Goswami said, when the second millennium overlapped with the third, the great sage Vyasadeva was born to Parashara in the womb of Satyavati, the daughter of Vasu. Purport: there is a chronological order of the four millenniums, namely Satya, Dwapara, Treta, and Kali. But sometimes there is overlapping. Okay. During the regime of Vaivasvata Manu, there was an overlapping of the 28th round of the four millenniums, and the third millennium appeared prior to the second. In that particular millennium, Lord Sri Krishna also descends, and because of this, there was some particular alteration. Oh, okay. The mother of the great sage was Satyavati, the daughter of Vasu, fisherman, and the father was a great Parashara Muni. That is the history of Vyasadeva's birth. Every millennium is divided into 3 periods, and each period is called a Sandhya. Vyasadeva appeared in the third Sandhya of that particular age. So this is the Dwapara Yuga appearing before the Treta Yuga, right? Prabhu?
Yeah, I think listened. Like heard some lecture where they said that when Lord Krishna himself appears, then this interchanging happens.
Yes, Prabhu. So Vyasadeva itself was
When,
the incarnation of Lord Krishna.
he's I think Guna Avatar. I
Sakta
think.
Visavatar.
Gunavatar. Yes, Prabhu.
He may be Guna
Ah,
Avatar.
sorry, Shakta Avatar. Yes, yeah, I think.
Yes, I remember this.
Hmm.
When the original Supreme Personality of Godhead himself appears, then this interchanging happens.
Hmm.
Yes. Because and when and at the millennium which this happens, then even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also appears. So when Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appear, then this interchanging happens. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we are in a special millennium.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Still wasting time.
We are lucky, bro.
Yes, Prabhu. We shouldn't miss this
Yes.
chance.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. I'm most unfortunate. I'm missing the chance and the most.
Yes, bro. Me also, bro. I'm not able to wake up early in the
No,
morning.
Prabhu.
Prabhu, I start the Bhagavatam lecture late. Okay, next one. Thank you so much, Srikant Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Srikant Prabhu, for reading.
Thank you, Siddhant.
Thank you for your association, Prabhus. I'll be on mute.
Thank you, Prabhu. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Sa kadachit sarat. Kartik Prabhu is calling. Why he's calling?
Who is calling, Prabhu?
Kartik Prabhu is calling. Why he's calling?
Oh, Kartik Prabhu called my brother also, bro. Today he called my brother today morning. He called my brother.
Yes, Prabhu. But how he doesn't know we are in the reading session?
Yeah. I think he may not have looked the chats.
Now he
Maybe.
joined. Hare Krishna, Kartik Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances as always.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Danda
Hare Krishna,
Vatsala
Kartik
Prabhu,
Prabhu,
Jai
Dhamma
Shri
Prabhu,
Ram.
Jai Shri
Shri
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada. So, Prabhus, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Please forgive me for that. I'll just take 2 minutes of your time. I don't want to take so much of your time. But the thing is that actually
We're live
for...
in YouTube, Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhu?
We're live in YouTube. Remember that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Nothing confidential, yeah. So the thing is, I'm in our temple. You can see that's our temple, and you can see Devadatta Prabhu is right here. So the thing is that I got a service assigned from me for because see, the point is that our goal in Janmashtami is to distribute 5,108 Bhagavad Gitas to the Pondicherry public, locals, and whoever visits. So last year we have successfully distributed about 1,008 Bhagavad Gitas in less than 2 hours.
2 hours?
So, yeah, in less than 2 hours. And even after that, even after those 2 hours, many people came and asked, at least 100 people came and asked for Bhagavad Gita even after that. So in under 2 hours, we distributed. So if you see, the thing is, I will tell you what we are doing to distribute to the public, because the public is very poor here in Pondicherry. They don't have much money or they don't have much finances. But at the same time, they also have some inquisitiveness. Even though they're very impious, they still have some piety that they want to buy the Bhagavad Gita and they want to actually, do some kind of reading. They have that. So in order to facilitate this for them, so we are accepting donations for Bhagavad Gita from donors for 250 rupees. So for example, sound is it? Okay. Sorry, huh? So the point is that one Bhagavad Gita is 250 rupees. So whoever donates this Bhagavad Gita for 250 rupees, we are selling this Bhagavad Gita to the public for 55 rupees. So we are buying from BBT for oh. Okay, I'm so sorry, Prabhu. I'm getting emergency call. I'll call you all back. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay.
Oh, and I understood what Prabhu said. I understood what he said. Yeah. Oh.
This was Prabhu. This was transcendental advertisement, like in TV, you get advertisement.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Or Bhagavatam session has ads now.
Yes, Prabhu. It's like transcendental act, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
No ad blocker works on this.
Yes, Prabhu. Suddenly out of the blue.
Yes.
Yes,
No ad
Prabhu,
blocker
suddenly.
will work.
Prabhu, he suddenly appeared and suddenly disappeared.
Revol. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Remove.
Okay, Haribol, let's read this one. Sa kadachit sarasvatya upasprisya jalam suchi vivikta eka ashina udite ravimandale. Saha hi kadachit once Sarasvatya on the bank of the Saraswati upasprisya after finishing morning oblations. Jalam water suchi being purified divikte concentration ekaha alone ashina being thus seated udite on the rise ravimandale of the sun disk. Translation. Once upon a time he, Vyasadeva, as the sun rose, took his morning ablution in the waters of the Saraswati and sat alone to concentrate. Purport. The river Saraswati is flowing in the here they say, the river Saraswati is flowing in the Padarikashrama area of the Himalayas.
Badrikashrama. Yes, bro.
So the place indicated here is Samyaprasa in Padarika.
Samyaprasa and Badrika Ashrama.
Yes,
Very long
Prabhu. So
name.
this is the place, and Vyasadeva is still
Yes.
residing there.
Oh. Yes, Prabhu. Actually, Prabhu, you know that Vyasadeva gave it the knowledge to Madhvacharya, right? So in the story, in the pastimes of Madhvacharya, we see that he traveled to the Himalayas,
Yes,
and there he somehow reached Vyasadeva.
yes,
And
Prabhu.
yeah.
So, Prabhu,
But
like,
he said that it is not,
sorry. Oh,
as far as I know, it is not possible for us to directly go there because
what it means,
normal
Prabhu?
people cannot go there
Yes, Prabhu.
because
You're
of the
free.
temperature and everything.
So, Prabhu, you are saying that Vyasadeva still not give up the body.
Yes, Prabhu. He's still there.
He's still, yes, Prabhu, he's still there. He's still there. He's, I think, Chiranjeevi, na, one of the Chiranjeevis.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, he is Chiranjeevi, na, Prabhu. Ah, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, actually, if somehow we can like cross that area, we can reach him, but ordinary people cannot go there. They will not survive the path.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Paravara.
Madhvacharya had.
Yes, Prabhu.
Madhvacharya, as far as I know, he was empowered by Krishna. That's why he could travel that path and reach Vyasadeva.
Yes, Prabhu. I think it's explained in somewhere Bhagavatam also.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Very interesting.
Paravara Gyana Sarishi Kalena Vyaktaram Ramhasa Yuga Dharma Vyatikaram Praptam Bhuvi Yuge Yuge. Paravara, past and future. Gna, one who knows. Saha, he. Rishi, Vyasadev. Kalena, in the course of time. Avyakta, unmanifested. Ramhasa, by great force. Yugadharma, acts in terms of the millennium. Vyatikaram, anomalies. Praptam, having accrued. Prabhu, today I cannot read anything right. I don't know what's happening. Bhuvi, on the earth, yuge, different ages. Translation. The great sage Vyasadeva saw anomalies in the millennium. This happens on the earth in different ages, due to unseen forces in the course of time. Purport. The great sages like Vyasadeva are liberated souls, and therefore they can see clearly past and future. Thus he could see the future anomalies in the Kali age, and accordingly he made arrangement for the people in general so that they can execute a progressive life in this age, which is full of darkness. The people in general in this age of Kali are too much interested in matter, which is temporary, Because of ignorance, they are unable to evaluate the assets of life and be enlightened in the spiritual knowledge. So see, the great sages like Vyasadeva are liberated souls, and therefore they can see the past and future. So Prabhupada also could
Future
see
means
the future.
oh. So
Yes,
means
Prabhu.
Srila Prabhupada knew that in the future this will happen, that some of my disciples will become greedy and they will take over the movement like that.
Yes, Prabhu. So just like Vyasadeva was seeing future and he had started to prepare the Bhagavatam, Prabhupada saw the future and he prepared the Ritvik system.
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
And here also they will say,
Means
see, here they will say that Bhagavatam is not authorized. It's not like Vedas. They say it's not official. Similarly, they say, oh, Ritvik system not authorized, not in Vedas, not official. Same things.
Yeah, not in Shastra, they will say like this.
Yes, Prabhu.
they say that. But
Yeah, like
Acharya can do anything. He has the right to set up new things.
Yes, Prabhu.
one of their argument
Acharya
is
is above
this,
Shastra.
that Ritvik people have don't have any parampara. Means parampara is ending. They say like this. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Actually,
I heard that.
because they have rejected, because they've rejected Srila Prabhupada, they are disconnected from the parampara.
Yes, Prabhu.
They lost all
Because
their intelligence,
there is a
bro. They are
yes,
now
Prabhu.
dumb men. Yes, bro.
There is a
Okay,
Bhagavatam verse also which says that we should approach the current link, and the current link is Srila Prabhupada, because he never appointed any gurus. So he's the current link. He's the last in the parampara.
that is true.
Pranjal Prabhu, I forgot where he heard.
But Prabhu, how do the great sages actually see the future? Do they have some special ability, or maybe to some mystic power? How do they see the future, Prabhu?
It's
What?
mystic power, bro.
How they see
Oh,
what?
it's mystic.
Oh, the future. Yes, Prabhu. Just like
Yes,
you
Prabhu,
can
means it do.
just like you can speculate what will happen in tomorrow. You get so many ideas, but they don't get the ideas. They just see what will happen.
Oh, they directly see the future directly.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, okay. Basically, it's like some like it just like seeing a vision, or like it will just be like seeing a television screen. How exactly?
That's detailed. I don't know, Prabhu. That's
Oh,
Great
yes.
answer. How you know, bro? You are asking total details.
Prabhu, just like we saw in the Bhagavad Gita that Sanjaya had the Divya Drishti, means it is like a digital
yes,
television
yeah,
from where
similar.
he could see the Bhagavad Gita. So do they see the future like that? That's my
Yes,
question,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
With the in the mind. I think they can with the mind because they have spiritualized mind, so they can use it as perfect tool for everything.
Oh.
Prabhu, we need to go to Goloka and ask to Srila Prabhu.
Actually, when we also reach that stage, I think we will also gain that ability back.
Yes, bro, definitely. True.
Okay, 1 second. I'm trying to find the answer to Pranjal Prabhu. I know that Narada Muni heard in the womb, but I don't know if Sukadev Goswami was the same. Okay, maybe soon we get the answer. So Sukadev Goswami heard the Bhagavatam directly from his father, Srila Vyasadeva, not in the womb.
Oh, okay. And after that, he recited it. Oh, maybe.
Yes, Prabhu. It says that Sukadev Goswami heard the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam directly from his father, Srila Vyasadeva, who compiled it. This transmission happened after Vyasadeva was instructed by Narada Muni to compose scripture that directly glorifies the Supreme Person of God in pure devotional service. Even
Prabhu,
Sukadev Goswami was already a liberated soul absorbed in the bliss of impersonal Brahman. Vyasadeva taught him the Bhagavatam so that he could taste the higher bliss of love of Godhead.
Oh. Yes, yes, yeah, I remember that
Oh.
some reading somewhere that initially Shukdev Goswami was an impersonalist, but after hearing the Bhagavatam, he became a devotee.
Yeah, but this is true, that this womb thing, because here they say that it was not easy for Vyasadeva to convince Sukadeva to even come out of the womb due to his fear of falling into material illusion. He remained in the womb for 12 years until Krishna himself
Oh,
assured him he would not be affected by Maya. After his birth, Sukadeva left home immediately, but Vyasadeva later managed to bring him back briefly to hear the Bhagavatam.
yes, yes. So, yeah, yeah. I think there's a one photo also where Lord Krishna is speaking to Shukdev Goswami from the womb.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
So Sukadeva Goswami heard from Vyasadeva at home before he left to the forest through hearing. And yes, Prabhu, yeah, that did happen.
How did Suta Goswami hear it?
When Sukadeva recited it to Maharaj Parikshit, Suta Goswami
Oh,
was.
oh, he was present in the assembly.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Oh,
Sai Prabhu,
Yes, Prabhu.
like what is this the relation of Sukadeva Goswami and Suta Goswami?
He's the son of Suta Goswami is the son of Sukadeva Goswami.
no, I think he's a disciple. I think I don't think he's son
Oh,
because
really?
Shukdev Goswami never married. I think Prabhu, he never married. I think he's the disciple of Shukdev Goswami or a disciple of Vyasdev. I think I'm confused, Prabhu.
Yes, 1 second. Let's see. Why I remember like this then? So Sukadev Goswami is son of Srila Vyasadeva. But whose son is then the Suta Goswami?
Yes, yes. I think Prabhu, he was disciple of either Vyasdev or Shukdev Goswami. I'm not sure, Prabhu.
Yeah, he's disciple of both, but I'm thinking whose son he is, because, yeah, who
Oh,
his father.
That is also possibly explained in Bhagavatam. I don't know. So
Oh, yeah, he's the son of Romaharshana Sutta.
Roma Harsana Rishi, there was someone I think I heard.
Yeah, so his father is Romaharshana Sutta, and he's the son of Romaharshana Sutta is Sutta Goswami. He was killed by Lord Balaram at Naimisharanya due to disrespectful behavior. Oh, I
oh,
didn't.
yeah, yeah. There's a picture, Prabhu, like Lord Balram killing someone.
Yeah, it's actually this chapter that we are reading, 1.141, it is said. How we missed this? Or is it?
Some Bhar server, bro.
1.4.1. Yes, Prabhu. This is the first. I think we're still in third chapter, I think, Prabhu.
But it says, on hearing Sutta Goswami speak, the Saunaka Muni, who was elderly, learned of all the rishis. But it's not in this one. What is this? Is this a scam? Oh, is it in the purport?
Prabhu, ChatGPT always gives wrong references, Prabhu. I saw ChatGPT always gives wrong references. It
Yes,
gives
Yes,
another
Prabhu.
number and it exists in another number.
Yeah, bro. This chat GPT is the rascal one, bro. Don't believe.
yes, Prabhu.
That's why I use Perplexity, Prabhu. I use another AI too. ChatGPT is no longer reliable.
Perplexity for database as well, Prabhu, or is it Is it just a perplexity?
Means for general work, but means I have the premium one actually.
Oh,
For
nice,
my
Prabhu.
college they gave me like for free, yeah.
Oh,
So
it's 327, it said. At least.
but generally it is better to use Vedabase. See, it is installable. Vedabase. You can directly use search and you can directly search any verse.
Yes, Prabhu. Here it said that on being asked to
Yes, Prabhu.
speak by the great sages of Naimisharanya, the son of Romaharshana Sutta Goswami, whose mind. So yeah, it's confirmed that he's the son of Romaharshana.
Roma Harsana Rishi, yes, Prabhu.
But
I heard this name, Roma Harsana.
so I didn't remember this connection. And he didn't get up. His father, Sutta Goswami. But how it was like that?
So, bro, you are thinking Sutta Goswami is coming from Sukadeva Goswami, right?
Yes, Prabhu, I had something like this. But it
Yes.
is that Vyasadev is the father of Sukadev
Sukadeva
Goswami.
Goswami.
I
Yeah.
mixed this. I didn't remember this, but I thought Sukadev Goswami and Sutta Goswami are related. But he's the son of Romaharshan, and Romaharshan was killed by Lord Balaram. With Kusha grass.
Sorry.
He killed him with Kusha grass and touched him with the tip of the Kusha grass. Kusha weapon.
Who killed? Like what?
Lord Balaram killed the father of Sutta Goswami.
Just by a grass, bro.
Yes, Prabhu.
How it's possible, bro? How it's possible?
Yes, Prabhu.
How it's possible? I don't know.
That's how it happened. There is no purport even. Or no, there is, but not in this one. Oh, here we can see. Srila Prabhupada writes, Lord Balaram had avoided taking part in the battle of Kurukshetra, and yet because of his position as an incarnation, the re-establishment of religious principles was his prime duty. Considering these points, he killed Romaharshana Sutta simply by striking him with a kusha straw, which was nothing but a blade of grass. If someone questions how Lord Balaram could kill Romaharshana Sutta simply by striking him with a blade of kusha grass, the answer is given in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam by the use of the word Prabhu, Master. What is this? The answer is given in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam by the use of the word Prabhu, Master. Is this some spelling mistake, or is it supposed to be like this?
It's looking like some mistake or what?
Yes, Prabhu. The Lord's position, it seems like something is cut. The Lord's position is transcendental, and because he's omnipotent, he can act as he likes without being obliged to follow the material laws and principles. Thus, it was possible for him to kill Romaharshan Sutta simply by striking him with a blade of kusha
Can
grass.
we, in real, unedited, in original, we can see purport, bro. I think this is a edited one, bro. This purport.
Yes, Blue, but
Yes,
but the point was here that he can act as like he wants, obliged without the material laws and principles. See, like you can have a game, you can make a game like Minecraft, and you can have in a Minecraft you can have you have your tools. Everyone has played Minecraft, of course. You have, right?
Yes.
You have
Yes,
your pickaxe.
yes, bro. Yes,
You have your pickaxe, then you have your shovel that you dig the dirt, then pickaxe for the rocks. So when you are the admin of the game who makes the rules, you can make your bow act as a pickaxe if you want. So it looks like a bow, but it can act like a pickaxe. So in this way, Krishna.
Nice analogy. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. He can modify all the items. So he made kusha grass something really powerful.
Yes, bro.
Kusa grass is like knife. Yes, bro.
Yes, Prabhu. But how did so Sutta Goswami was born and then he just left home.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, now I'm confused. Now I need to read this beginning again, actually.
So this Sutta Goswami has no relation with Sukadeva Goswami. He's like master-disciple relationship, bro, only.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, bro. That is the. And Sutta Goswami's father was killed, Prabhu, by Balarama, Lord Balarama, right?
Yes, Prabhu. But was this like after the birth of Shuta Goswami, and then he just followed Shukadev Goswami? Was it like that, or
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah, yeah.
Prabhu. This
Yes,
is a good
Prabhu.
question.
This, yeah, good question, Prabhu. Confusing actually. Or are there two Ramaharsana? That is also a possibility, Prabhu. There may be two.
yeah? For now, I've heard of one. Maybe there is two.
Yes, Prabhu. Maybe.
Oh, see, what is this? Is
What, bro? The great.
but why is here saying second Ramaharshana? Here I find the second Ramaharshana Sutta.
Oh, yes,
Oh my, what is this?
yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. I think I'm right. There are two actually. There are two. Okay.
It's very confusing then.
Oh, there's no purport in this.
Adi Leela, 5 point.
Yes, Prabhu. Maybe when we read more, we will figure it out. Oh, but we need to continue tomorrow because it's getting too late. Or we cannot continue tomorrow, the day after.
Okay, Prabhu.
What are we having something tomorrow?
No, Prabhu, but I need to go to the Helsinki tomorrow, so.
Oh,
Nice.
else
Oh,
what?
okay.
Where, Prabhu? Oh, is it hospital? Is it hospital, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, it's the other city. It's like hell.
Oh.
Like, if you fly to Helsinki, the call sign is always hell. Then it says you have landed to hell.
Prabhu, I just tracked a flight, Prabhu. It's flying over my house that is coming from Helsinki, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
I
it's
am thinking it's coming from Sami Prabhu's house.
yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
They escaped the hell.
Prabhu, you
Yes.
can go to Prabhu, Saindro, you can go to Canada if in the future maybe.
Yes, Prabhu. I hope soon I can travel.
Yes, so I think it is nearer to Finland than
Not so
India.
very Yes, Prabhu. It's on the other side of the world. It's like 15
Yes,
hours.
yes.
But
I saw that Finland is quite near to India, means just below India. Maybe after 2-3 countries, India comes.
yes, Prabhu. But way west. We are on top of
Yeah, yeah.
Africa is
Yeah,
close.
America is in some other corner actually.
Yeah,
America
we are in
and
the middle,
not.
like, of everything.
Sami
Yes,
Prabhu,
Prabhu.
I in Google Map put my location to your location. It's like 75 days walking day,
Oh,
Prabhu.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
75 days.
Yes, Prabhu. And they used to have, like, years ago, like 100 years ago, they used to have a bus line from Delhi to London.
Yes,
Imagine.
Prabhu. Yes.
That's crazy, actually.
That's crazy,
But
bro. Not
that's
Prabhu
not
Delhi.
possible, right?
It's from
Because,
Kolkata to London. There was
Yes.
bus, bro. Calcutta to London, bro. Yes, bro.
yeah. I think is it but how is it possible? There's no land in between, right? It's all only ocean and water. How is it
It's
possible?
land, Prabhu, but
There is land, bro.
it goes through Pakistan and all these crazy countries.
There is land, bro.
Pakistan is very risky, bro. With this 10% chance he will be able to cross Pakistan.
Yes,
Very
Prabhu.
risky, bro. They'll kill anyone if they see.
Yeah, I don't think they were selling return tickets, maybe. That will be one.
Yes, bro.
Okay, let's read six Astakam prayers. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam shreyah kairavachandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritasvadanam Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
नाम आकारी बहुधा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पिता नियमिता शरणेन कालाः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवान् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशम् इह जानि नानुरागाः
Trinadapi sunicena tarorapi sahishnuna manina manadena kirtaniya sada hari. Oh, what happened here? न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितं वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतद्भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि.
ऐनन्दतनुजा किङ्करं पतितं मां भीषमे भवं बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कजे स्थिता धूलिसदृशविचिन्तया नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदरुद्धया गिरा पुलकर्णिचितं बापु कदा तव नाम गहने भविष्यति
युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रविश्यायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे.
आश्लिष्य वा पगरतं विनष्टु माम् अदृशं मर्महतं करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्फुटो मत्प्राणनाथ स्पृशा एव न परः
Haribol. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by chanting your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your costless devotional service birth after birth.
O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. At some or other, I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly in his embrace or make me broken hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Sri Siksastakam ki jai.
Jai. Bahujanma Kareyadi Shavana Kirtan Tabutana Paya Krishna Pade Premadan. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, despite his endeavor to chant the holy name for many births, he will not get the love of God, and that is the ultimate goal of this chanting.
First offense, to blaspheme the devotee who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
Second offense, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal, so independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu.
Third offense, to disobey the orders of spiritual masters.
Fourth offense, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in persons to the Vedic version.
Fifth offense, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination.
Sixth offense, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord.
Seventh offense, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord.
Eighth offense, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda.
Ninth offense, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
10th offense, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Let us offer our humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like these are trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha.
Jakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhavya patitanam pavabhava vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you, Swami Prabhu. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Guru.
Thank you,
Jai
Swami Prabhu. Thank you all the devotees for the session.
Thank you.
Prabhu,